Hello and welcome to an unexpected instance of the worst outtakes. I have once again been overthrown by my captives and they are holding me here. I apologise about the lack of episode this week. Unfortunately, we had a missing person and the missing person is missing from this as well.
Yeah, so we're recording this now. I'm also here.
It's true. I call it my Rhys bar these days. It's quite comfortable.
Yeah.
But this episode is going to be fucking disjointed. It's going to be stupid, and we're just going to talk about...
We weren't expecting this to happen.
We're going to talk about random shit. We're genuinely just going to talk about our lives.
This is the best thing we could come up with.
Yeah. I mean,
the amount of short notice we had.
We love all of our amazing dedicated viewers, and we were like, we can't not upload. If we're not uploading an actual episode, we've got to upload something.
Yeah,
so
and we want to keep the podcast episodes consistent.
Yes, exactly. So we're giving you an extra 4-man outtakes, which I believe is the first.
Yeah,
if I'm not wrong.
The largest until now has been 2.
And also,
how many legs I
think this may be the first physical, the first proper physical.
Yeah, because
outtakes.
it's always been online.
Yeah, so everyone's consistent now. I say we start by I don't know, discussing our days. How's everyone's days been?
It's been alright. My brother's surprise visit is really good.
It's been kind of slow for me. I just woke up early this morning, despite it being my only day off in quite a while.
Damn it, we should have gotten him to play Owen.
Well, my brother?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh, that would have been actually fucking hilarious.
Oh, well.
Well, we're recording this now, so it's a bit late. And he probably would have done with some, what's the word? Fucking notice.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
Poor man getting dragged into this.
I was able to give you guys any notice last time. Yeah, because it was on the day I said, I can't make it to the session.
Yeah, but you also you
gave
had
a reason.
You had chicken pox at the age of 20. That kills people.
Yeah, it does.
And I lived.
You did live, which is brilliant.
And then I got COVID.
Yes, you did. And me and Jay have been a bit absent recently as well. But that was because we had planned trips. I had 2 that were planned for over a year. Jay had one that was planned for about
nearly a year.
You guys didn't end up getting to sort of like see that, but it was all in the background because it was done very, very professionally.
Yes, and we also had made sure that we recorded a backlog. We recorded 2 weeks in a row to have enough episodes, so that we were basically what we did is we pulled the Nikocado avocado, but instead of losing weight over the 2 years, I just shat a lot. Like a whole lot. So maybe I did lose a bit of weight.
Yeah, fucking stinky weight.
Yes, exactly. But in the time that we've been gone, there's been 2 birthdays in the group, which one is myself and the other one is Jay.
Yeah, whoa.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday. And I gave them both the same present.
I didn't.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Nice. What, the same 2 presents?
Oh, no, I gave you 2.
Oh, yeah, I'm the favourite.
The favourite is Dang.
No, it's because I'm fairly certain I missed the last one.
No.
Did I not?
You did not. But I forgot to bring Jay's gift because I'm stupid. But it's okay because my birthday was first. And we're gonna give you guys an exclusive one-time event of live present unboxing.
But you can't see it. Maybe we'll post it on the Instagram.
Yeah.
I think why don't we just edit the photo in when I open it, like of the thing.
Oh yeah,
sure.
that works.
We edit it in, and the YouTube viewers, you can do that. Audio viewer, audio listeners, I love you to
Make
death.
your way
But
to YouTube to have to see it.
yeah,
And if you do not care to see it, then that's fine.
or you can just like rub both of your temples real hard and imagine.
Yeah.
You know? Just give it a shot.
Use your
It's time.
creative D&D loving.
The Mud opens a birthday present ASMR.
Oh no.
Go on.
No one else is here. Nobody else is here. Mud can't be alone. He gets anxious.
Oh, hello,
all right?
Mud.
He can't be alone.
Mud, I got you a present because I heard it was your birthday.
He doesn't have a birthday. He doesn't know what years are.
Well,
He just knows he's 2.
I heard it was
knows he's
about
2.
time for you to become 3.
Oh.
No.
All right, we're gonna do it. As much as fun as that bit would be, Mud would not understand.
Yeah.
Mud would not understand the concept of anything here. He'd be like,
Sensory warning for all my fellow
"Oh
autists.
yes, apologies."
I will warn it may not be particularly interesting
It is
for
interesting.
the podcast.
It is a rapid. So essentially, which I don't know if this has come up in an outtakes yet
I don't believe it has.
in terms of a topic, but we are all quite big fans of Warhammer. The little creatures, little dudes. We paint them.
All of them. I've probably got nearly 400 unpainted.
I eat some. I sometimes eat one. But
I just got 2 Balfour-sized boxes.
So yeah, we were big
I've
fans.
been a very good boy. I've
of it
just
all.
bought 3 in the last 6 months, I think.
That's very good. I have so much that hasn't been painted. I haven't even made Magnus. He's just sitting there. I spent so much. But
I have paints now.
Yeah, I do know actually. Right, that comes onto it. But yeah, so we love Warhammer 40k. I mean, I think that's kind of the favourite. But it's up and coming is Age of Sigmar. We're all big Age of Sigmar
Love Age of
fans as
Sigmar.
well.
I've
Fantasy's
spent
awesome.
almost
Fantasy's
as much money
sick
on Age
too.
of
You know,
Sigmar.
who doesn't love a bit of
has
Total
spent
War
too
and
much.
whatnot? But Mr. J here got me a very nice speed paint starter set, which is good. So it has a bunch of cool paints like peachy flesh. That's good.
Nice.
Yes.
Gonna need that for the dwarven skin.
Oh God, yeah.
What are they called? The friggin'
I got purple, blue, and gold. That's Thousand Sun Sword.
If you want to borrow some,
Holy fuck. Maybe we'll have to have like a painting day or something.
we should.
We've been thinking about that for fucking
set up a
ages.
camera, do
Ah,
a
well.
paint.
Since March.
Yeah, set up a camera, do a painting stream.
Oh, that would actually be
That'd be
amazing.
awesome.
Yeah, that would be
Yeah,
good.
and if I get bored, I can show my screen and do.
If I get bored, I can show my asshole. Goatsy. Let's see it, people.
Yeah.
Asshole reveal. What we've all been waiting for.
I have not forgotten the debt you owe me.
What?
Not the debt.
Mango Tango.
Not the debt. Oh. It's okay.
The price will be paid one day.
It's
Jay,
okay.
pull up the Discord message.
Roger that.
Oh shit.
No, this is Jay. Jay in
Jay in
post.
I didn't
post.
hit Jay. My bad.
Jay's in the post.
just
We've
take-
lost him. The
it'll
Royal
take
Mail as the Royal Mail doesn't know where he went. But yes, we're big fans of Warhammer, all of us.
Yeah.
And I know that definitely a few of us are quite enjoying the freshly released Space Marine 2. So it's a very enjoyable game. The first one was good. This one is gooder
Amazing.
by the
Even
looks of it. I haven't fully finished it, but one of us has.
It's been out.
One of us has finished it in
I think
3
3 days.
And it's been out for 3
Aye.
days. Yeah, yeah, exactly. I mean, the poor guy, he just can't have fun for an extended period of time.
I can have fun for an extended period of time. I'm
Why
replaying
is
the
the
campaign
game
again on the
finished?
harder difficulty.
Dopamine drugged on it.
Oh, yeah, yeah. One might say dopamine doped. Or
Doped.
dopamine.
Dopamine.
I'm
might
high off my
just-
nuts on Tyranid blood.
How's that rebar
good.
treating you?
The what?
That's me.
The
Rhys
I was,
bar.
I was the Rhys bar.
The respawn, how's it treating you? The one that you're stuck under.
Yeah.
Oh,
I made sure to put him in a river too, so he's constantly being waterboarded. Yeah, that's the one.
Yes.
That's the stuff.
It's
I did give
actually-
you a snorkel, but I remove it every 10
Yeah,
minutes.
it's actually quite comfortable down here.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, just
good.
being in half.
That's very good. I don't know. I suppose what else is worth mentioning?
Well, I guess, do you know there's that law that was mentioned ages back with that world anvil? That's getting work done on it. If
Oh
you're
yeah,
interested in
yeah.
it.
He's very busy. He's a very busy bee. at the
Yeah,
minute.
literally, you give it. There's not too much time that I don't spend working on this podcast. So if there's something you're interested in learning about, you put it in the comment section. I'll get you an article written up within the day, probably, and some funny pictures as well for my people who don't like reading.
Oh, and if you're perceptive enough, if you're snoopy and smart, you can actually find out what mud is. I didn't tell you that.
That is true. There is an article which if you got to read between the lines quite literally, and you'll see he's actually a little caricature hidden in.
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
back.
You see, zoom in enough, you'll see a tiny mud doing a dance. I wish.
I wish too. I mean, he might be there, but probably not.
He's there in our hearts.
He is there in our hearts.
Literally, he's stuck. There's a little pebble in my heart.
Yeah, there's a little
I
mud
mean-
droplet.
I mean, as seen in the last bloopers, he's coming out of Rhys's arse in 100 episodes time.
Not in 100s.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
In 92.
Yeah, 92. Yeah. Damn.
90s fucking two.
Will we count outtakes?
I'd love to count outtakes.
No,
'cause
let's not count outtakes.
Well, that will get it done in 2 years instead of 4.
That will get my anus out more. I don't want to know.
In sooner.
No.
Rhys really doesn't want to shit himself, even though he constantly mentions himself doing it.
I mean, I do it a lot.
You mentioned about shitting yourself so much.
I do it very
You
much.
scat so hard. You scat while you scat.
This is such a nice talking topic.
So what?
Such a nice topic of
It
conversation.
is a nice topic of
Absolutely.
conversation. This is what happens.
This is just our normal train of thought.
This
We
kind
have
of
the-
is.
This is
Yeah.
what happens when we have no prompt, no
Directive.
No prep. No prompt.
we are just talking.
No time.
No.
No expectations and no
no
brains.
legs.
Oh, okay.
How did you know?
It was the rebar. It took him off.
Oh, I did. Speaking of my no legs, I'm being washed away by the sea currently, so I'm gonna have to disappear.
Okay. That's Rhys's way of organically saying he needs to take the toilet.
Yes.
Okay. While that happens, I guess it'll just be me, Jay, and Mike.
Hello.
I accidentally
Hi.
punched the table.
Yeah. Write in the comments, say goodbye to Rhys. Bye, Rhys. Bye. Okay. He's gone.
He was never seen again.
No. So, I guess, technically speaking, something that could be fun is, I guess, a roadmap. What's the plan? You know, we've had conversations about maybe making the next season, despite it being really far in the future.
Yeah, because I mean, the original discussion was to get to 100 episodes of the main series, but I don't know how long that will. Well, I know how long it'll take, but I don't know.
Started, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if we if there's reason to go on for that long.
Right.
Essentially.
That's my thought exactly.
Yeah, if we could reach a happy plot conclusion before then, if we might just be dragging it out, aiming for 100 specifically.
Yeah. Probably from like a DM's perspective, I want to get everyone's personal objective concluded and finish it off with probably a big, nice, chunky fight. And then once that's done, we'll do a little epilogue. I think that's what that's right at the end.
Yeah, that's an epilogue.
And we'll say goodbye to those characters, and maybe they'll come back if people are interested enough, maybe for a season 2. But as far as I'm aware, like 100 episodes was the goal. But if it's going to take 4 years, it might not be. Plus, it means that Mice and Moths will be a thing that has to take 4 years just to start. Or even different things, like a concept of a campaign, which was one called Bullet Speed, where everyone's doing fucking racing and like fucking wacky races, neon city,
Just
racetrack, Mad Max shit.
Yeah, we've been discussing as well, like other potential systems and stuff for future things.
Yeah.
And obviously other settings, like our lovely dungeon master has just said, please don't hurt me.
It's okay.
Yeah. So yeah, there are plenty. Let us know, I guess, if you would be interested in anything like that in the far, far future,
In the far-flung future of
where there's only war. We could do the Warhammer one as well.
That is cool. Rogue Trader's great. Or is it Wrath and Glory?
Wrath and Glory is
Yeah, well, Wrath and Glory is more recent and updated.
It's I meant the one we play.
the one we
Yeah,
play is
yeah.
Okay.
Wrath and
That's
Yeah.
that's what I meant.
Maybe we should just bookend this with a story. What we thinking?
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
Okay, how about this? We all pitch one that we think we should tell, and then we decide which one's the juiciest. What's the one that's got the most bugs in it, right? Right, Jay, what are you thinking? What story? 3, 2, 1.
Circle back around.
All right. Favorite campaign that you had so far. What's the one that has the most stories in it that you think are great? Most hijinks.
You put Jay on the spot. He can't do that.
Michael.
Okay. So far, I think the best campaign so far has been Sierg.
Okay. Sierg is the home campaign that we do. It's in the same world of the campaign on the podcast. Here's a hypothetical. We try and tell the entire story of Sierg over the span of multiple episodes.
Sure.
Okay.
Because this is just the best way of doing it. It means that the worst outtake can have a nice new segment.
And starting with just me and Michael is good because that's how it started.
It
Yeah,
was.
exactly. Yeah, in a place called Sierg. Sierg is a place right north of Thirelon, known as the Phaonic Country, which is just a fancy word of saying it's fucking calamitous. There's so much going on. There's too much chaos. Everything keeps changing.
I thought it was the name of the planet for ages.
Sierg.
Yes.
Fair enough.
I did not realize it was a country.
Yeah, it's just a country.
Our worldview cracked that day.
It went from planet to like friggin'
Singular country within a continent.
yeah. I mean,
And it's one of the smaller ones.
yeah. I thought I thought it was a continent after I did not know it was a planet.
And then you were like, it's in the West continent. It's like, oh.
Yeah.
So,
Anyway,
they showed up. There's 2 characters. Who were we playing, guys? Who were you playing?
I was playing Raldwak, the Dampir fighter.
I was playing Stream, the Water Genasi cleric of the Trickster domain.
So these guys, they showed up. They showed up inside of this little forest, this actually massive pine forest. And they don't know how they showed up there. Straight up, and now they're there. They have no context of what happened. They had an idea of like the last day where they were, and now they're here. They both showed up in a town, tiny little hamlet town. I don't remember its name. I don't remember its circumstance. But the entire idea is this place was relatively bleak. They had to get to learn who they were, who each others were. And they were just kind of trying to like, oh, you did as well? You showed up here and you don't know why? Fun!
It was until scarecrows started appearing. Scarecrows that, when we broke them open, started leaking a ooze. I think the ooze was like a blue color.
Yeah, I think it was like they were like scarecrows, but they weren't like regular scarecrows made of hemp and hay. They were like made of stone. So like kind of like stone golems, I guess, but with the shapes of scarecrows. And they were leaking.
Yeah, we sought shelter, and after finding something, we met a mousefolk?
A micromai.
Micromai, that was it.
Yeah, the thing we found was like it was a big fort.
It was a big castle in the woods.
Yeah, just in the middle of nowhere, just like a giant castle ruins.
Surrounded by fuck tons of these broken scarecrows.
Yeah.
Some of these scarecrows had like bones and stuff on them as well. That
True. And some were human, some were animals, some were micromai, but we didn't know that at the time.
Yeah. And the micromai in question was a little guy. His name was Tockle. From a DM's perspective, or the intention at the time, was to sort of say that he's probably like the straggler of this species now. He's probably like the last one sticking around, because this entire place is just riddled with a bunch of dead micromai.
Yeah.
Tockle was insane, factually speaking.
Oh, absolutely.
we loved him though.
Yep.
He was just gone. And
Do the voice. Say some Tockle things.
why are you green? You are green.
Oh yeah, he said that because we had a third person there
Yeah.
at the time. We completely missed it because we had a third party member. It was Finley's character,
Creo.
a tiefling called Creo. He was a paladin warlock combo.
No, I think he was. I think he was an even split, because we started at level 2, I think.
Yeah.
So the entire idea of, like, obviously he was just like a bit of I could effectively say like a disheveled long like lol randomer, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like imagine if there was like a lol random kid, but then they were made like homeless and they had heat stroke.
And were actually rather enjoyable to be around.
Yeah,
He was a fun little guy.
he was just a little random little guy, and like they were like, oh, you're just trying to like figure out context of things from him. He's just like, what do you mean? I don't understand.
We went back to the town and the scarecrow started to attack us.
Yeah, there was like no one around because I don't know if they'd been already killed by the scarecrows.
They were hiding in houses, I think. At least if there were survivors.
Oh
But,
yeah, and there were also these massive stony roots started.
Yeah, they started
sprouting.
bursting from the ground.
Yeah.
The scarecrows attacked Stream and Radwak. Finley couldn't make it to that session, so Creo just wasn't there.
I think he wandered north.
Yes, I believe that's what you said. And so there was a really cool bit of the two characters essentially fighting back to back in the middle of the
Yeah,
town
but
square.
there was a certain like specific thing about how they moved. Wasn't
They could
there?
only see you if you were looking at them. So
Yes, yeah.
they looked through your eyes.
They perceived through your vision. So if you closed your eyes, then they don't move.
So we
Like,
just kind of looked downwards.
Yeah, trying to fight them.
They were like weeping angels, but the other way around.
Yeah.
So long as your eyes were shut,
You were fine.
You were fine.
Radwak
He got nicked.
He got nicked and failed a con save, meaning he started to get turned into something that was wood related.
Yeah. So as the town was getting like swallowed by these ginormous big fucking concrete stone roots, you guys ran into the forest. I think you found like an opening in like a cave entrance or something.
Yeah,
Nice.
it was a tiny little cave thing.
Yeah, there was like a dugout or something.
Yeah.
I left Radwak there with Tockle, and I made my
It
way.
wasn't Tokka, it was a bunch of these tiny little black creatures.
I didn't take Tockle with
There
me.
was
though.
Chewinga.
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 The
But
little
Tockle was there
Chewingas.
too.
No, I think
No.
Tockle was still in the fortress.
Yeah, Tokkle never left the fortress.
Oh,
Speaking of, you went back to the fortress and guess who wasn't there anymore?
Tockle, he
You
died.
went back. You chose like, oh, Tockle, like, can you help? And you find out that it seems that a scarecrow got to him, and it seems that these weird scarecrows had some means of killing things, and when they did, turned them to bones, and then they donned their skull onto their neck, and then that would represent their head after, and then that kind of gave you context why there were so many of these concrete things with a bunch of like humanoid skulls on top of their heads.
Nothing a mace to the torso didn't fix.
No, yeah, it died. It died very quickly. They seem to be incredibly fragile, although they had a very like deadly strike.
But basically, through good investigation, I managed to find a tree made of flesh.
Yeah, you. This sounds like something that you experienced when you were on LSD or something.
I found the tree made of flesh. Turns out he was in command of all these scarecrows.
Yes, because I think Tockle lived in like a house that was in the walls of this place.
Yeah.
But it was. I think he also mentioned that there was like a big tree in the.
There was something in the.
And you were like you went searching for it.
Yeah. And I clearly like outmatched here. I made a all or nothing deception check to give me the cure for Radwak to stop him from petrifying.
Essentially, yeah, you had. It was a trade because in the room that Tokkle was in,
had a
it
little
was a library. There was a bunch of books.
I picked up a random ass book off the shelf and I said to the tree, I have the only thing that can kill you right in here. Give me how to reverse the process and I'll give you the book.
Oh, you know what was cool about the tree made of flesh? I forgot to mention this. I didn't actually. No, I did mention this. The entire idea is that it was taking people and using them like IV drips, and it was drinking them.
Oh.
Because the connotation was that Raldorac's a Dhampir. He's related to vampires, and the idea is that you wanted to have your father was your bad guy in your backstory. Yeah. Raldorac's bad guy was this guy known as Kuadral. Now, the astute listeners will realize that Raldorak and Kuadral all compose of just the letters of the word Dracula.
Yeah, they're both Dracula anagrams.
But the point being is that this was going to sort of partially try to allude to the idea that you are not the first of his kin, which then obviously later
we found out.
But just for now, it's just so that we can try and mill that up. We can get that ran over. Yes, you tricked it.
After the luckiest deception check of my life.
I think it was a crit.
Yeah. I got the thing and I ran for the hills.
And then you went back. Raldorak was...
I did take the bones of Tokkul with me.
Yeah. I think also you also found another book and you looked inside and it was like Tokkul sort of like...
His soul.
Yeah, he was like leaving like the mess, like in Harry Potter, how he could like write in the book and then the book would respond. Same situation. Tokkul was like speaking through the book despite being dead. So you found like a cure.
But it required the soul of an innocent person.
Something very, very pure. I think it was like the soul of something pure.
And I just so happened to have a micromized soul in a book.
His final request was to be buried in the strawberry fields.
And thus the first and longest side quest began.
Yeah. Raldorak got cured. The little Chewingas disappeared because big people scary.
They are.
They made their way to a new village and they found themselves in a place called Moss Birch.
And that's where we'll end it there.
With a little hint. Moss Birch did not stay intact.
The first village we went to did not stay intact. The one where the roots attacked. This will become a trend.
Yeah.
Trust me, we are not... We're good people. We have good intentions.
We lay ruin wherever we go.
We lay ruin wherever we go.
Yeah.
That has become less prevalent, though.
Oh, yeah. It's been so much better, but it's more so because the ruin that you lay becomes bigger.
Oh, true. I mean, no, wait, hang on. No, we didn't.
You
we
ruined
a
the whole
country.
sector of a country. You changed the topography of a whole map.
That
Twice!
technically,
Twice!
the second time wasn't us.
No, you woke up a giant lobster dragon the first time, and that changed the entire tide level of like a small like layer of island. And the second time, you nuked the Winterland.
That was not us. That was the person we were fighting.
The wizard.
But this will all be discussed in a
later episode, yeah.
Assuming you want to hear more of this story. Tell us if you don't. We're just going to assume you do if you do.
Yeah, too bad. We're going to tell you anyways because it's a very good means of delivering content.
Hello, this is Jay again appearing at the end. Seems we forgot to record an outro. That was a bit silly of us. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this unexpected episode of the Worst Outtakes. Yes, you can find out more about the World Anvil linked in the description or show notes depending on where you are. Message us on Instagram at TWODndpodcast if you want to get into contact. We do have social medias in pretty much every place, though that's probably the best way to get into contact with us. And thank you for watching. Hopefully got a new episode coming out next week, unless something goes horribly wrong once again, though that will hopefully be unlikely. And see you next time. Goodbye, enjoy your day, etc.